And here I am again. Like it or not, about 50-50 I would figure. Let's see. Open up those, start that, mute that, mute that, and everything should be working now. It looks like everything's working. I like it when things work. I can't speak for you, or at least I wouldn't want to. But I prefer when things work to when they don't. Hi guys. It's me, your boy. No. I don't have a snappy opening hello yet. Got to work on that. Here we are once again on lovely and scenic Capo Diable. And we've encountered our first day job location. Logging out at these locations will grant you bonuses to rewards and powers when you log back in. You can tell you're in a valid day job location by a golden icon that will appear on your power buff tray. That's here, one of those two. That will explain the bonuses of that day job grants. Speak to the day job recruiter in Port Oaks and Mercy Island for more information. So what we get from this is a bonus on salvage drops. Which sounds nice to me. I need to recover Amanda Vines? Or recover something for Amanda Vines? I don't recall. I was doing it, though. Of that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's Ashley, so... Is this the quest? I think it is. I should check. Talk to the Golden Roller is the quest that I was working on. And good evening to those of you who have joined me. Hope your Monday didn't suck. The Golden Roller. My associates tell me you're investigating the origins. Interesting. Is there any money in it for me? Didn't think so. Well, what can I do for you in the 30 seconds I'm giving you to waste my time? Ask about technology. Technology, as I've always thought of it, is our intellect given form. You can tell a lot about a person by what they create. Take King Midas, for example, a man who can turn anything he touches into gold, yet he's still a thief. Good evening, Nodnox. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Nodnox, I think. Yeah, probably. Still hope you're doing well. But technology is so much more than that. It's about pushing boundaries. Scientifically, morally, and socially, today's thief is tomorrow's hero. I know I said I was going to give you 30 seconds. I have some other boundaries that need pushing. Shove off. He's really very nice once you get to know him. Sleeping on normal hours for a few days. Hey, dude, you don't have to explain. You've got nothing that needs explaining. But I hope you've been sleeping well. Like I said, the Golden Roller is an interesting character. I hope you learned something useful from him. Not really. You should really go talk to Dmitry Krylov. He's an expert in mutants, granted. I think he got that way from performing a number of experiments on them. I will talk to Dmitry Krylov, and I will bust out my awful Russian accent for you guys. Aren't you lucky? Opinions vary on the matter. Can I hit the boat? Can hit the boat. From one side of the island to the other. Hello, the Red Brain Ripper. Mutants are not people born differently, they are simply not human. This mutation, as the layman calls it, is not an old occurrence. My research shows no record of a mutant before 1938. Interesting, yet? In 1938, the first atom was split. This changed how all atoms acted within our reality. Everything changed. However, I believe that there are many mutants that are misclassified. In fact, in my research, I have discovered many subtypes of mutants that, perhaps, were their own origin at one point. This leads me to believe that the path of origins is an ever-changing one. Interesting, yet? Thanks, Dimitri. Dimitri? I could do a bad Merkin Muffley impersonation. The President of the United States, as played by Peter Sellers in Dr. Strangelove. Classic movie reference. If you've not seen Dr. Strangelove, you should remedy that. All right, where to next? Miss McKnight? As I said, Dimitri knows a lot about mutants. What? He asked about my father. Not surprising, since my father chased him halfway across the globe a number of years back. He never told me what it was about, but I can only guess it had to do with Dimitri's experiments. Oh, Nod Knox. If you enjoy a good, extraordinarily dark comedy and don't mind black and white, Dr. Shelley Percy is known for her research and testing. Yeah, we've met. I just did a bunch of missions for her. Of metahumans, I would say she's an expert when it comes to the origin of science, because she's likely created a few herself. She, above all else in CAP, would tell you about the science origin. Dr. Strangelove is genuinely one of the greatest movies ever made. That's not something I throw around lightly. And has been called the greatest satire ever made. I think I'd pretty much agree with that. I'd like to see what the rivals are for that. Did, however, download the City of Heroes client and played some. I hope the old schooledness of it didn't put you off, and I hope you had fun. Ooh, what'd you make? What'd you make? Hello, Red Rain Ripper. I've seen many things in my research on the metahuman population. The one thing that I've noticed more than any other is the adaptive nature of the human body. Where other species would simply curl up and die after being bombarded by countless rays of radiation, the human body adapts and overcomes. It's really very beautiful. Thank you. The one thing you have to learn with science is that if you stop to ask yourself if you should do something, you've already lost faith in thinking that you can do it. Morality is simply an excuse for the unintelligent masses. They dress themselves up in falsity to justify their lack of imagination and ability. It's sad, really. Well, I've got work to do, and regretfully, it's not on you. I hope you've got the answers you were looking for. If you ever want to step in my lab, I'd love to take a look at your DNA. Maybe not. Remade your mastermind from years back, and snagged the dubious names for snagged some dubious names for future use. Yes, wise course of action. A little preemption. This character here whiffed on like 6 names before finally landing it. I mean, no surprise that, Red Ripper was already taken. And Red Reaper. Like 4 others. Dr. Shelley Percy is an interesting woman, and by interesting I mean creepy. I hope she didn't invite you into her lab. She tried that on me once. I think she still has a scar from where I jabbed the syringe into her neck. But I'm on a tangent. I'm glad you liked her, or glad you talked to her. Probably didn't like her. Actually, I do kind of like her. The character does, not me. She is agreed. I hope she gave you some useful information. The Origin of Power finale. Robotics force fields. Very nice. I can't remember what I've got my robotics on. Might be force field. So I hoped we'd be able to avoid this, but it doesn't look like it. While you were off talking to the different people about their origins, before I forget, let me go ahead and set my notoriety to -1. The Circle of Thorns has gotten wind of what's going on. They're up to something, and I'm going to need your help to stop it. They unearthed some old relics. Well, when aren't they unearthing old relics, really? And are beginning to ask the same questions we are regarding powers and their origin. Honestly, this scares the snot out of me, because these guys can get a handle on where powers come from and how to control them, then the world be in a bad place. Please get in there and stop them. I know this isn't your sort of thing, but what they're doing affects us all, hero and villain. Right. Gotta go to Port of Oaks. Port Oaks, not Port of Oaks. Rogue Isles Ferry. Back to Port Oaks we go. I'm gonna guess west. And yes, west was correct. Always with the caves. Circle of Thorns are attempting to uncover the mysteries behind powers. If that happens, there's no telling what they'll do with that knowledge. Probably something genuinely awful. Oh. A trio of ghosts. You don't suck my life force. Mobs using darkness are bad news. I'm going to take a quick knee, get my health back. They are bad news because they hit you with debuffs that lower your accuracy. And you miss too often. And you're going to be missing all of your life, and then your life, and perhaps your giblets. Really? Is it going to be nothing but frickin' ghosts? Pardon me. Yeah, it is a nasty debuff, and I say that as a guy who enjoys a dark defender from time to time. Okay, 9 more relics to find. I think they count for more than one. Now, that one didn't. Alright, we'll go this way. Back here, you little asshole. This is one of the things wrong with melee characters. Teleport other would certainly fix the problem, at least for one good solid whack. Is the solution to most problems in the game? I can see that working out. He pulled a spike out of his own back to sword me with. That's pretty hardcore. I do my own special effects. Also, I think these guys are probably taking less damage from physical attacks, and that's pretty much everything I do. Stop sucking my life force. It's rude. Did your mom teach you any manners? I'm going to take a little knee again. Those guys are not conducive to slicing and dicing. They don't even have the red in them. There's no real point in using the blades, using the edge, without the red. You know? Exactly. You should always ask first before you suck someone's life force. I mean, manners maketh man, you know? Politeness counts. Seven to go. Six to go. I guess I thought it said there were 11 at the start, and then 2 vanished when I clicked on the first one, but I could be misremembering. That can happen when you know, get old. Is this a dead end? Seriously? Dead ends, man? They're like the worst, yo. That, close that. That's where we came in. Yeah, it is just manners. Politeness counts. Oh, he's pretty large. He can res? I did not remember that these guys could res. Oh, and he tries to run off. What a chicken shit. At least he doesn't res with full health. Like the freaks do. Don't even think about doing it twice. That would be really uncalled for. Half dead ends, undead ends, and endless ends. Well, endless ends? Now you're just messing with my melon, man. Three to go. And then I have to defeat Kelrend. Never trust anyone whose name starts with a Q, but not a Q-U. He's not Quelrend, he's Kelrend with a Q. That's not the way we spell here in America. Let me rearrange these a bit. What do we got? Oh, we got one of the big boys, Spectral Demon Lord. Not happy about that. Not sure there's much I can do about it, but I'll try to get rid of his little friends as quickly as possible. Holy crap, what was that? That got really serious in a real hurry. To be on the safe side. I'm going to take a knee here. That was got real unpleasant real fast. I prefer things that get real pleasant real fast and then stay there. Not sure what that could be at my age. Spectral followers. Let's hit the archer first. Pull the archers to, or pull the followers closer. And then hopefully spread around the good cheer. I don't think I actually hit either of the other two goobers with my big hit. Invention salvage found. I'm finding lots of salvage. I don't really need 2 awakens. When I would like that space to be filled by something else, I can convert into a health. So we're going to delete that. Painful, but sometimes. It doesn't appear that the spectral demons have any manners at all. Actually, yeah. Oh, it's the boss. Kelrend. Kelrend. Big wind-up and you missed. I hope you're a little bit embarrassed about that, Kelrond. He'll be back. Oh, he's not going very far away in the first place. Alright, clickies. I think I can get the clickies without having to deal with any of the rest of these goobers. 1. He looks like he's looking at me. He still looks like he's looking at me. Well, if we can get this one done, we'll get mission complete, I think. Yes. And we earned a badge. Maybe got some merits. Merits and badges. Merit badges. Well, I'm just like a Cub Scout. With a razor blade. Origin of Power badge. And 8 reward merits. Talk to Audrey. Hello, Audrey. Without those relics, the Circle will not be able to command the powers to their will. The history books of the Midnighters talk of a time when one origin commanded all the powers to themselves. That one origin reigned over all the others, commanding any who were without slaves. It was a really dark day. Thank you for taking the time to go over this history with me. I hope you found some useful information out of it. I guess now we're back to Marshall Brass and recovering Amanda Vines. En cap au diable. Cap au diable north? I'll guess north. Take a quick sec to double check, make sure everything is working as one would want. On both of the streams, it appears to be. Very nice. I like it when things work just the way I want. Doesn't happen very often, so mostly I settle for working in an acceptable fashion. Whoosh. The Aeon Corporation. Well, we are... This is a quest line with Dr. Aeon in it, so that makes sense that we're going to the Aeon Corporation. Uh-oh, you can see where this was abandoned. There's slime everywhere. Unfortunately, the slime has a particular origin, and it's not of this earth. Dun-dun! In fact, they are Shivans. These are the ones who invaded... and kind of destroyed Galaxy City a couple of days ago when we created this character. You would have seen him fighting one the size of a small building. Or maybe even a medium-sized building. A building for sure. Find Vines. And Professor Echo. Oh, hi. Ew! I've got Shivan all over me. That's disgusting. The dry cleaner, at the very least, I may have to completely get rid of these. They might be spoiled. It's awful. It's just, yeah. I've got Shivan ick all over me. Well, if the ghosts were less than completely afraid of my blades, the Shivans apparently pop in a most satisfactory fashion. We don't get the red, but we do get them dead. Alright, so we have finished out this part of the map, I do believe. Missed me? Missed me? Please don't kiss me. I'm fine with the no kissing. A double pop! Oh, that was really foul. Whew. Oh. I thought they smelled bad on the outside. Movie reference. Try the other side. I have no special desire to kill green aliens. The red doesn't flow within them. Left or right? Left or right? I'm going to guess left. There's a door. 2 doors. 2 doors. The line of British kings? Nice sound effects. I got to give him that. I mean, unpleasant, but well-executed sound effects. The wet splats that sound like flesh or gel hitting are particularly effective and unpleasant sounding. I missed. More salvage found. I got to keep an eye on the XP buff. Ah, the buff I got overnight for the day job is gone now. Okay, well, neither Vines nor Professor Echo seem to be at this end. Let's try the other end. I figured. Yeah, that was what I actually expected, was there had to be an elevator. So I have now elevated. This is the room with 4 exits, each in a corner with the same sort of ziggy-zaggy. No, not. Different one. I was mistaken. We can always check out the sides here later, and we'll probably have to because, well, it's the way it is. Hello, boys. Oh. Okay. More elevating. You gotta keep it elevated. Bam, 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 bam. Well, door first, I think. Well, let's not keep him waiting. Nobody in there. I am winning, Dad. We have a Talon agent, Professor Echo, who we're pretty certain is going to take off. But we have to make him take off by perforating him some number of times. There he goes. And we've got, a Shivan and a big, larger than usual Shivan. But no deader than usual. Dead the exact normal amount. Oh, I've got to get her out. I'm no longer winning now, Dad. Escort missions. Nobody wins in an escort mission. We all lose. I hope everyone's Monday didn't suck. Escort missions is how the MMO gods punish us for our many sins. However, it's not the worst mission. Many years ago, 2012, I actually wrote a blog for a little while. And I wrote in one blog specifically about the worst quest ever made. I don't know what we've done, but it's clearly our fault. The worst quest ever made actually was a quest in Lord of the Rings Online, which may seem like an unlikely source for the worst quest ever made. If you played just chilling and recovering from the big celebration we had. Ooh, the wife's 40. In my experience, and this obviously is purely experiential on my part, women deal better with birthdays that end in 0 than men, but men don't seem to have much problem with birthdays that end in 5. Yeah, that would be a good Monday. A celebration, usually a sign of a good day. If you were ever played WoW in vanilla, you would remember acquiring your first horse was a big deal. Is she still with me? There she is. You would hit level 40, and you usually wouldn't have enough gold, so you'd spend some time, you'd grind stuff out, you'd save money, and eventually you'd buy your horse, and it was kind of a big deal, you know? You had succeeded, you were all grown up now, all that stuff. Well, instead of a celebration, the way it was in WoW, when you got your horse, in Lord of the Rings Online, you'd hit level 35, you've had your 4 gold, 220 silver, I think it was. And you'd say, well, I hit 35 and I've got my gold. And everyone would say, oh, shit, well, go get your horse. Because the quest required to get your horse, instead of being a celebration, a woohoo, I got my horse, instead, it felt like punishment. And I did that fucking thing 9 times. Aeon's working with on the Shivans, and Vine suspects Aeon's real identity. The first part is a surprise. The Shivans are supposed to be isolated in Bloody Bay. He could get in a lot of trouble for that. Good. I'd suspected he might have started to figure out Aeon's real story. Don't know how close she is, though. I also didn't expect her to be looking into the power transfer system. That's very interesting. Dr. Aeon keeps the PTS under very close watch. Even I don't know all the specifics. Maybe it's time to learn more. You've proven yourself. My store's open to you. Opportunity is a funny thing. I was talking about learning more about the power transfer system. Seems part of it is about to be attacked. Clockwork. Those weird little robots are massing to attack a section. Dr. Aeon says he needs all his own troops for something else, so he's asked me to handle it. I'm asking you. I don't care about stopping the attack, I just want more information, so I want you to concentrate on the workers trapped in the attack. Deliver them to safety. The safety of my interrogation rooms. Oh. It's good to be bad. Kidnap workers? Oh, no, no, no. I'm transferring them. That's all. Their facility is being invaded by Clockwork, and they need to be transferred to safety. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. That's a sewer. Why am I in the sewer? Oh no. Oh, no. 2 workers to kidnap. What that means is 2 workers to find. They're somewhere in this large map. What this means is I will now be jumping around like an idiot until I can find the 2 humans amongst all the clockwork. However, on the positive side, we have visible walls. I am a fan of visible walls. I'm a fan, not a fan of invisible walls. So we're going to run around the outside so we get an idea of the actual dimensions. Should be another one right about there. Yep. And then we can sort of try to quarter the map and find our missing captives. Okay, so what do we got? Start around over here. And the thing is you can't even like continually tab to try and find them because, well, they're friendly. They don't show up on a tab. So you have to actually be looking the whole time. Oh, there's one. Oh, no. Assembler Prince. Why do you hate me so? I hate them. I hate them so much. They're the ones that break up into a bunch of little mobs when you're done beating them. Those little mobs are called gears. Alright, there's one. Can you still use a command like star name find mobs? I don't know if it works. This game does have a significant number of, in essence, slash commands. So yeah, it might. Well, I mean, I've talked a lot over the last couple of weeks about old school games and the advantages and disadvantages thereof. One of the advantages very frequently was that they supported macroing and the like in a positive way. Hey, that's another level for me. All of a sudden these guys are candy asses. They all just went down a level. I wish I had remembered. Oh, that must be where I came in. Good, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, This way. This way? If I could walk this way. I hope he'll follow me. What do you think the odds are he'll follow me? He will, haha! As long as I stay relatively close to him, he will follow. So we'll kite all the way back to the exit, and we'll get the first one out. One of the things I do like about the clockwork is the mirror universe version of them. Is actually the police, in essence. They're a security force. All right, one more to find. First one was quick. Second one, I hope. Oh, got him. Wow. Alright, here come the gears. We wait for them to all show up, and then we do our AE and hope we kill... I'm not sure we hit a single gear. Oh, you little bat. Oh, and there's one gear left. 2 gears left. No gears left. Yeah, you want to play? Come on. Come play. I'll line of sight you, you little jerk. We'll try to make this without aggroing anything else, and this will be much faster than I expected. Most of the time, missions like this take a very long time to find the people you're trying to get out of Dodge. Wait, I thought there were 2. Oh, he's still talking. There's a third? I could have sworn it said 2 when I came in. Am I going blind? Evidently, I'm going blind. Well, actually, my vision has been getting kind of crappy. Wanted to make sure that they didn't happen to be way upstairs anywhere. Whoa! My brain is going though, man, because I was certain it said 2. No, that's the third one. It was 3. And I think that the Assembler Prince also summons those additional cogs. I didn't remember that. I know all of those models of mobs, they all summon the little gears when they die. But I didn't remember them assembling a couple more cogs sort of on the fly, but it certainly seems like that's the way, so. Alright, well, this Cannon Knight. And this one, just because he's in my way. They don't have the red either. All they have is hydraulic fluid. Not quite the same, you know? Just not quite the same. Come on over here, dude. Dude. So long, jerks. Of course, I'm speaking to the robotic jerks, not the jerks I just rescued. Marshal Brass. Those men talked. Didn't take much. Seemed that there was something strange with the PTS. Not too surprising. Vines really was onto something. If Dr. Aeons jeopardized this island with his experiments in the PTS, I need to know before an arbiter gets involved. The workers you captured have told me where the control center for the PTS is. I want to know what Aeon's hiding. I can't let on what I suspect, so I'm going to ask you to find out for me. We have the location of the control room. That was the easy part. Now I want you to go inside. Find out what Aeon's hiding. The men in there are loyal to Dr. Aeon, not me. I don't care what happens to them. That won't be a problem. There is a complication, though. Amanda Vines. She might have learned about the place. Security leak. Was taken care of. If she's there, get her out unharmed. Like I said, Recluse likes to keep her around. Alright, find out the truth behind the PTS. Power transfer system, not post-traumatic stress. Undergrounds. Something tells you that you're way down the rabbit hole now and into Dr. Aeon's weird wonderland. Secure PTS data. Find Vines. Yeah, not too big a map. Oh, a Mew striker. Psychics, man. They're just creepy. We must go deeper. Any of these play Tetris? It's a trick question. Everything computerized plays Tetris. Oh, it's Professor Echo again. Well, we know we've got to get him out of the way. Well, let's just do that now. Teleport out. And leave this poor fellow here. I wonder if he appreciates the irony. Sorry. PTS, no trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted, and prosecutors will be violated. We have another Fortunata Seer. I missed. I would be well served if I could stop freaking missing. Wolf Spider Enforcer. Wolf Spider Enforcer. Probably this direction. I thought I'd turned that off. Evidently I did not. I feel shame. Bug boys. Have a nice nap. Nice permanent nap. Have another Mew in there, Mew Striker. So I'm going to assume that that's where we're going. Another Mew Striker. Let's see, Arachnos Engineer down there. Well, we don't want this one to be left here all alone. Poor guy. He might be scared. I hear thrumming. That is the clicky that has the data, but we still have to find Vimes. Alright, somebody's visiting me. Who the fuck is visiting me from afar? Oh, you. You think that's funny? The Arachnos Engineer, well, I got bad news for him, too. That's the data. Now we need to find Vimes. I found a clue! After all these years, Lens finally comes up with a clue. Oh, there she is. Let me guess. You'll help me out, but I'm not getting any further. Maybe we could have this conversation after I finish killing all of these people. Requires my full attention. Veins and arteries aren't going to just sever themselves, dear. Yes, and we have to escort her out because of course we do. That was not what I wanted to do, but okay, that's what we did. Alright, so we can't get out this way. We gotta go all the way back. Hi. You missed? Which will, in fact, be your last mistake. The Red Rain Ripper and Vine. Stop them! Another Mew Adept. Where is she? She looks like she's running in circles down there. Vimes. Ms. Vimes. You're not very smart, are you, Ms. Vimes? Here, let me show you how to work stairs. Technology is so difficult. Wow. You don't normally see this kind of problem with the NPC pathing. They normally, like, will jump over obstacles. Obviously she wasn't, but normally... Alright, which way now? This way. Oh, more of them. Ms. Vimes, walk this way, please. Oh, your pumps are going to get moist. Sorry, dear. You might want to consider something a little more, I don't know, practical. She's still following? Sort of. Yes, okay, good. Still following? Yes, good. Escorts. I've earned a badge, the Marauder badge and the Visitor badge. Not sure what I did to earn those, but I'm proud that I was able to achieve this. For the Rogue Isles. I've gone the wrong way. Because of course I have. Yes, this is the correct way. All right. Just wanted to double check. Come along, Ms. Vimes. Thanks again, Ren, Rain, Ripper. Look, I have a pretty good idea what's going to happen next, so let me give you a counter proposal first. Okay. What's the counter proposal? Oh, and she vanishes. So much for the counter proposal. She's toying with my emotions. This is too much. This redefines going too far. Tapping into a demon. All these attacks, the clockwork out there, and now I got it thanks to you? I told you Vines was useful. Speaking of Vines, did she talk to you? Next thing I need done involves her. Her and WSPDR. Sources on the inside tell me they're going to go live with all they know. I'd like to see Aeon get what he deserves, but deserves got nothing to do with it. I can't let that broadcast happen. I have someone to refer you to. New contact. Operative Wellman. Wellman is efficient and ruthless, but do your job well, and you'll get good ratings within Arachnos. I know someone within Arachnos recruiting free agents. He is known as Operative Wellman, an ex-cop from Paragon City who despises vigilantes. He also has a lot of connections and can get you mutant and science enhancements. I'm going to skip the next quest from Marshal Brass because it's a pain in the butt. It's another running around in an area mission where you need to blow up like 4 or 5 generators. And the first time I did it, it took me like an hour and a half because one of the generators is on top of the extraordinarily tall building in the middle. So let's check Operative Wellman. Actually, before we do that, we need to train. Yeah, training. It's only 0.82 miles away. Nothing but a little walk, or should we say super jump, in the park. Because we hit level 18 a while back, and I didn't train. And of course, level 18. Nobility. Yeah. I think I'm going to get wet. I'm getting wet. Oh, God, my outfit. Well, maybe it'll wash off the Shivan slime. Call it a draw. Focus. Projects a burst of focus power over a short distance. Focus deals high damage and can possibly knock down your foe. Oh, that sounds delightful. We can move that, move that, move that, move that, move that, and there we go. That should be non-targeted, I think. All right, the contact is Wellman. How you doing? I'm well, man. Sir, you can't park your boat here, sir. This is a Dairy Queen. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Didn't make it. Screwed that up again. Had it the whole way. Never a problem. Never in doubt. Everything's fine. If you drink, don't super jump. If you super jump, don't drink. Wellman? Hello, Red Rain Ripper. I've read your file, and it seems you have potential. Do your job, and you might earn a position of power within the Rogue Isles. You know the Zig back in Paragon City? Of course you do. You seem the type. We'd like to get the latest on who's been shipped there recently. There are some inmates that seem promising. We'd like to free them from incarceration, if you know what I mean. First off, we need to break into a nearby longbow base and get the latest list of prisoners recently transferred to the Zig. From there, we'll decide who's worth liberating. Here's the latest passcodes we've acquired from captured longbow agents. They should get you into the longbow base, but from there you're on your own. I've commandeered a sub here at the docks. Use it to get to the underwater longbow base. An underwater longbow base? That seems a bit excessive. The Zig is short for the ziggurat. If you're not aware, not up on your history, a ziggurat is a stepped pyramid. speciality, I believe, of the Babylonians and the Mesoamericans. And that's the shape of the supervillain prison in Paragon City. A ziggurat. Oh, I'm wet again. You enter the underwater base from the airlock and breathe in the recycled air. Tastes like humans. Well, we'll just have to... Oh, that's a pretty big base. Yeah, what do you give your guards that are, doing guard duty, walking around the place? What do you give them for self-defense? We give them flamethrowers. Not a bit much. What do you mean? I don't know. Flamethrowers just don't really strike me as being maybe the optimal tool for self-defense around the base. I don't understand what you mean. Let's see what this... Knocked him down, all right. Alright, let's see where we can go next. I need to be more cognizant when I'm using my big spinning death move, this one right there. Generally, I will pound my buttons several times because the game's not always awesome at picking up keystrokes and the like for your abilities and whatnot. So it's normal for me to, you can probably hear me pounding when I hit him. But if the last thing I hit is the 3 key, my big spinning attack, it'll remember it because it's non-targeted and it'll go off a second time after everybody's already dead. Which is probably not entirely useful. Like that. This is more of them than I was expecting. Gotta say. Back here. Oh, and I missed. Alright, let's wait for this one to come back. Hi. Maybe you shouldn't have run off in the first place, dearie. Again, flamethrower time. Again. Don't they teach you guys anything about courage? Or do you just run away? Run, 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 run away. They are big on flamethrowers. I gotta give them that. love their flamethrowers at longbow. I guess it removes the need to aim. Putting a bajillion of them in my way. Every which way I go, run into more and more. Missed. I will take a moment, take a knee, get all my health back. Wading through longbow. All right, well, we've got a star on the map showing me where I need to be. Always pleasant to have that. Ah, there. Longbow nullifier, huh? Well, let's nullify them first. And it's just a simple little computer on a simple little desk. And a simple little mission complete by your simple little blade-entranced psychotic. Me. Oh. There's another bad guy down there. I wanted to see his name. Oh, he went into the mission. Damn it. I wanted to see his name. It was Mr. something. Oh, there he is. Mr. Jones or Mr. James? Mr. James is his name. Okay. Mr. James. Well, we gotta talk to him. Face to face again. A clue. You got the list? We'll look it over and see if there's anyone worth bringing from the zig. Springing from the zig. Sufficient progress. You're improving, Red Rain Ripper. A few new enhancements wouldn't do you any harm, though. I want you to take this communications device. I'd like to keep tabs on you. A communication device? You mean like a cell phone? The leveling goes reasonably well. I should be at Lens. And good evening to you, Mr. MacDad. Pretty sure I'm at Lens. So in many games, I also have a character named Lens, and so in the old cryptic nomenclature, you could send messages between games because your handle, your @name, was across the account. And so I was Lens at Lens. Lens at Lens. See, I made a spectacle of myself. It's a joke. Not a funny joke, but, you know. Breakout at the Zig. We checked out the prisoner transfer list that you stole from the Longbow base, and we came up with some likely candidates. There's a bunch of criminals there that'd make good henchman material. One can never be too short on those. And there's prisoners Lord Recluse feels might be particularly useful. Void Ripper, Nexus 99, and Blunt Trauma. We'll send in an advance agent and start a riot in the facility. Then you can go in and break the prisoners out of the Zig. Note that if you fail to return with one of these villains, this mission will be deemed a failure in the eyes of Arachnos. Let's see. Email. I've mailed a bunch of stuff to myself, obviously. Would this be, let's see, 1:29:24 at 6:12 p.m. from Cosmic Ray Man, I think? Ray something? Cosmic Ray. Yeah, Cosmic Ray Man. No, I didn't get it. I'm going to break some prisoners out of the Zig. The Zigursky Prison. Mercy Island. Dear me. Where the hell am I? I'm there. Where's the... Oh, that's the closer ferry. We'll go for the closer one. Because it's closer. Back to Mercy. Take me up. Let's see, I should actually also go over here. Sell anything that is clogging up my enhancements. Satchel. It's not a purse, okay? It's a satchel. I am having more fun with it than I expected. Yeah, he does a buttload of damage. Oh. Well, I will check that in just a moment. We can see how much that value might change. Well, first I should see if there are any of the ones I currently am carrying that I want to use. Am I at 17? 18. I'm at 18. So let's see. Enhances jump. Well, why not just throw that into, I don't know, super jump? Sleep. Accuracy can't use, can't use. Can't use, can't use, and can't use. This one does pretty good both. I mean, it doesn't have any huge hits, but it has a really big hitting area effect, PBAOE, with the spin attack. And his attacks generally are fast enough that he tends to fly through them pretty quick and put out good DPS as well. But I would imagine it's more along the line of DPS than pure burst or big burst. Okay, so I'm currently just cracked 100,000 influence there, so I'm probably about, what, 130, 35? 138. Now I will open the mail. Money. That is a slight improvement in my liquid cash money by a factor of about 8. Thank you very much. That's a shitload of cheeseburgers. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah. Well, we're here with Kalinda, you know. We could buy some stuff. We can, I know what we can do. We come in here. We can try to upgrade. Let's upgrade our stuff. I have 9 enhancements that can be automatically upgraded to level 21. It'll set me back 67,000. Not a huge amount. Let's do it. Oh, waste? Okay, well, they're all 21 now and they look pretty. No, you're right. It wasn't. It really wasn't. But they look pretty. So at least I've got that going for me. Of course, I always look pretty. Sorry, something caught in my throat on that one. Okay, I'm going to be taking a trip to the Zigursky prison, known as the Ziggurat. Apparently it was designed, or the first warden was Zigursky, and it was shaped like a ziggurat. That's a little bit too on the nose. Alright, let's party like it's, when did the game go down? 1989? 1999? This is the Zigursky prison, you'll note. Yeah. Break prisoners out of the Zig. The shouts of rioting prisoners fill the air. Chaos reigns within the Zig. Break prisoners out. So, well, I mean, this is an Arachnos dude, so I don't think he's a prisoner. But we can find out really quickly by whacking a few longbow. That's a Muse Striker. Wow, it looks like everyone got their ass kicked but me and this guy. Well, what I can do is jump over everyone's head. While I'm looking for prisoners. Yeah. Guns, guns, guns. Do you think that impresses me? Wrong. Now, where are the prisoners? Can I go in? I can go in. So apparently I am supposed to go in, I would think, because otherwise they wouldn't let me go in. Because, thanks Red Rain Ripper. Funny meeting you here again, eh? Anyway, we gotta take down the prison doors to get to the targets. Let's go. So yeah, I do need to be here, actually. So this is, I think, the same layout they use for Breakout, which is the original City of Villains starter map. How do you put down a riot at a prison? We use a flamethrower. We use a bunch of flamethrowers, actually, it seems like. Oh, does this thing have a range on it of some decent length? I gotta try this out. It does. It's a ranged attack. I didn't even realize. Alright, well now I have a ranged attack. Throwing a knife seems like such a waste. But, you know, sometimes needs must. 3 villains to free. I missed, but it is a ranged attack, so that's cool. Would you stop knocking people back when I'm kicking the living shit out of them, dude? It's just rude. Try running away. Oh, God, and I miss him. He does try running away when I tell him to, and then I miss him. Hi, how you doing? Nice to see you. Glad you could come. Glad you could attend our breakout. We really appreciate it. I know not everyone can make our breakouts, so it's always nice when we have someone who can. What the hell was the badness? Okay, there's Void Ripper. We got him out. Oh. Really? Flamethrowers. Flamethrowers a bit much. Thanks. You're Red Rain Ripper, aren't you? That's right. Nexus 99. I sure am. That's 2. We're going to get another... You stay up there and keep them busy. And we'll see if we can't get out the last of the bad good guys that we're here for. Ah. I figured they'd be coming. My knives work surprisingly well against a reinforced steel door, you know? Two villains to lead out. Well, that's 2 of them. I guess the other one made it out on his own? Already? That's very forward thinking of him. Good thinking. Well, I have some. I mean... Follow-up, which I want to hit because that's the one that buffs the rest of my attacks. The rest of them obviously could all use one as well, and we'll get one now that I can afford it. Thank you. You guys coming? Guys? Thank you. That is true. People would comply with a wall of flame coming at them. I mean, most people certainly would. I would. Now, are they going to follow me, ignoring all the people? Where'd you go? Oh, I've got too far away. Sometimes they do this. Sometimes they need you to stay close, because otherwise they get afraid. Are you guys aggroing the mobs? Hey, could someone remind me why we don't like escort missions again? I can't remember a single reason why we can't stand freaking escort missions. Are you guys done playing with your food? Okay, good. Wow. These are definitely future supervillains. They can manage to get over a barbed wire fence. Arachnos is doomed. Good. Nope. And then you knock back the one I'm hitting. You guys are really not very good at this, are you? No wonder you're in prison. It's just possible you belonged there, you pinheads. Oh my god. Really? Recluse, if this is the best you can do, just give it up. Is that both of them? Yes, it is. Okay, good. Don't aggro anyone else, you idiots. You blithering morons. That guy can't get over a wall. But evidently he's close enough. Fine work, Red Rain Ripper. Yeah, you guys are both awesome too. Hopefully we won't work together in the future. C grade. D grade. We showed those Paragon fools a thing or two. Yeah. Which, you mean the two that got caught that I busted out? We dropped the prisoners off on Mercy Island. From there, it's up to them to prove their worth to Lord Recluse. Well done. You might have a future in Arachnos yet. If you want to make it far, though, you need the very best enhancements. Yeah, I know I need enhancements. I've got the people telling me that on the chat. Don't need the NPCs telling me too. I know. While you were trying to break those villains out of the Zig, Arachnos operatives were loading up a cargo ship full of mundane prisoners. We thought we were in the clear, but Longbow managed to track the cargo ship we were using to smuggle them to the Rogue Isles. The cargo ship's been taken over by Longbow agents, trying to recover the prisoners. Head over to that ship and defeat all the Longbow agents. Defeat all? Yeah, okay, we'll accept the mission, but we're not doing it. I don't do, willingly, defeat all missions. In short, screw off, monkey boy. Thank you. This has been a message from Magnifying Lens. Says kill all, I'm out. I am outies, as we say. I don't actually say outies a lot, unless I'm talking about a particular brand of car. Then I would say outies. I could use 5 accuracies. I could use those. I have not used... Oh, that's an idea! The game does allow you to, in essence... Yeah, I thought it was a week, but might be every 3 days. Basically, push a button and have a mission be done. That's not a bad idea. I kind of like that. She doesn't sell them. What use are you, Kalinda? Seriously, isn't there a quartermaster over here? No. Here. There he is. Was it 5? That's a good idea. Let's increase our accuracy by, oh, I don't know, how about 18.3% in all? Well, 5 of my 6 attacks. Mission. Defeat all longbow missions. Contact him. Complete the current mission from this contact. By selecting this option, automatically complete your mission. As if you succeeded with all mission objectives, this should be used to bypass missions you cannot finish due to difficulty or bugs. You can only use this once every 3 days. You are correct. Once every 3 days, I will use it. And I'll get a level. And I'll get a reward. 18 reward merits. I am meritorious. Sorta. Well, let's throw a couple of those onto focus. Thank you for the reminder about that. The ship got to Mercy Island all right, and you sent those longbow forces packing. I didn't send them packing. I carved them up. Put them into packages, nicely wrapped in butcher paper, and mailed them off. The ship got to Mercy Island. Yeah. Ask about available missions. A Master of Destruction. Arachnos supports the efforts of certain rebellious factions in Paragon City by providing them with arms shipments. Usually there's enough bureaucracy involved that Longbow can't really get involved. However, that mercenary group known as Wyvern has no such restrictions. We recently received word that one of our shipments come under siege by Wyvern team. Pardon the old man. I did get an enhancement converter earlier this evening, I do believe. We recently received word that one of our shipments come under attack by sea. Yeah, head over and Wyvern, blah, blah, blah. Is that down salvage? I would assume. Go to the merit vendor and buy 30 for 10 merits. Ah, okay. Well, I've got plenty of merits. Good to know. Very good to know. Still sell stacks of 10 on the AH. That makes sense. Thank you. A good way for a regular income, that makes sense. As that would be helpful. That would be very helpful. Yeah, I did get an enhancement converter earlier. Yay! See, I do read the things that flash up on my screen. Put them up for 60 or 70k each in profit. That makes... I can't argue with profit. Well, I could. It would be silly. But I could. And my XP buffs have run out. More XP. Back to Capa Diable. Oh, right. There are a number of powers that you can get through the pay-to-win field agent. Dark Wand or one of the other free attacks. Not a bad idea. I'll keep that in mind. I'm glad that I do have one now so that I can use it on runners. That's all. That's the main thing. It's just not having one to deal with runners or also explodables. Using melee damage to damage an explodable and then stepping away and finishing it off with a ranged attack. Ouch. 36 damage. Back to Capa Diab, I think. North or south? We'll guess north. Pardon the yawn again, man. Old man warning. Old man alert. Old man alert. Yeah, I must be terribly tired. The 10 hours of sleep I got last night wasn't sufficient. Nemesis staff is another one. Looks cool. You sort of whip a giant steampunk staff out of your back pocket. Well, I have one of those in real life right now. It's not giant, and it's not steampunk. And it's next to my front pockets. I made a dirty joke. Sorry. Pull up alongside the cargo ship, or you see Wyvern forces securing the deck. Defeat all Wyvern mercenaries. Oh god, again. Hawkeye wannabes. These container boats with their sort of walls going like this. Defeat all. I've died and gone to hell. Yes, much bigger on the inside than the outside. It's technology. Come on, man. It's just science. Oh, that's a trick. Well, I guess I'm gonna... Oh, okay, guess I'm not gonna need it. I would like to point out that they were cheating. I forgot to bring my surface-to-air missiles for this mission. Alright, there's one. Oh, God. The first room cleared out, I hope. Area secure. I like the irony of starting with the guy who just radioed area secure. Hawkeye would be embarrassed. Losers. Oh, there's one behind me or two? There's two. Wing Fang Agent. Weren't they a band in the 80s, Wing Fang? That's an old guy music reference. I'm going to take a moment to get my endurance back up. By the way, it was a reference to the band, not Wing Fang, but Wang Chung. There we go. We don't like runners around here. Not even a big fan of walkers. Stand there and take your whooping. Also, stop damaging the overcoat. The cavalry's here, take 'em down. NPC Wing Talon Agent. Oh, joy. The good guys have backups. I'll never know where they all are. Look at them come running. Little rats. Scurrying in. Where'd that guy go? If he's smart, he isn't stopping till he gets home. Well, oh, he just stopped over here. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be. I didn't, put any thought or anything into it. I wanted a dude with knives, and I decided, regeneration. And by the way, while the overcoat would be a perfectly fine name, there is a DC comic book, The Books of Magic, wherein John Constantine and several other magical heroes are working together on something, and Constantine laughingly calls them the Trenchcoat Brigade because like 3 of the 4 of them, or maybe even all 4 of them, are wearing trench coats. Where did he come from? Try flying away. Oh, guess not. I haven't played a scrapper for a while, a pure scrapper. So yeah, it does seem like he's working really well so far. Alright, these guys. I don't want to wait for them. Oh, and here he is again, another flying jackass. Flying jackass. I don't want to start wailing on a group of 3 dudes and have 3 more dudes come running in. That's too many dudes. And everyone knows too many dudes spoil the murder fest? Not sure where I was going with that. Defeat all Wyvern mercenaries, blah, 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 blah. Ah, that guy tried running away. It didn't work out. You cannot outrun my spin. Well, okay, you probably can. Take him down. Good luck with that, Mr. Sting Agent. Hey, wasn't he in the police? Old guy music reference again. Is this it? Is this it? Or I missed one. Or more. Or there are more who have come on board since. This is why Kill All missions can eat an enormous bag of detached male genitalia, sometimes known as a bag of dicks. Hi. Are you the last man standing, please? Nope. Are you the last man standing, please? Thank you. Dum 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 dum. I'm on a boat. Well, not anymore. I was on a boat. Once you repelled that Wyvern attack, the armed shipment made it through to Paragon City. Nice work. There's efforts being made in Paragon City to rebuild in the wake of the Rickety destruction. Boomtown, or Boomtown as it has been called, has become one of the areas of focus. The problem is that Paragon City is a haven for heroes, and rebuilding places like Boomtown serve to strengthen their base of power. This can't be allowed to happen. The Rogue Isles must retain its dominance, and in order to do so, we must undermine Paragon's rebuilding efforts. Head to the construction site and destroy all the building supplies. Wow. I'm doing some really low-budget villaining right now. Beating up Wyvern mercenaries. Well, beating up is a nice euphemism for carving into Fancy Feast. And now we're off to Boomtown to mess with their supplies. I don't know, it's not very, bad guys. Arachnos operatives take you from Independence Port to a truck which takes you to Boomtown. The area still smolders in the aftermath of the Rickety destruction. 2 forklifts to destroy. 5 supply piles. I thought I saw... yeah, I see something over there. That'd be a supply pile. Hope it doesn't blow up. At least not on me. Oh, we got a forklift. Bonk. Ow, my head. Yep. Why the forklifts and not the bulldozers? I think that's a perfectly reasonable question. You know, the ones you need a shower after you do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well. It's as close as you can get to hard work. And Ginsu knives is a reference I don't know how many people would even get in this day and age. I, of course, get the reference. Three more supplies to destroy. It slices, it dices, creates julienne fries and ornamental garnishes. How much would you pay now? But wait, it's more. There's more. Technically, it wasn't the Ginsu knife that made the julienne fries and more. The slices and dices, it was basically just a mandolin. Not the musical instrument. The cooking utensil. Aha! I can destroy the outhouse. That would really screw things up. Man, the Union would stop working instantly. Nothing would get done. Perimeter secure. Roger that. Hey, why is this forklift suddenly exploding? And why am I suddenly unable to move? Whoops. Pardon me, guys. Don't worry about me. It's nothing big. I just have to destroy these supplies. And then move on. Ow! That hurt a surprisingly large amount. One more and there it is. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious me, oh my. And out I go. Bye guys. Poof. That is correct. Ginsu knives were the ones that they would hold a piece of rubber from a tire and they'd cut it and then they'd slice a tomato paper thin. Do you know the secret, by the way, to slicing the tomato like that? Is you stick it in the freezer. Maybe not until it's frozen solid, but until it's really solid. And then just, you can slice it off. I wouldn't recommend doing that if you plan on eating it, as it kind of makes the resulting tomato even more tasteless. But that's how they jimmied it to look so impressive with the tomato slice. Excellent work. This should do some serious damage to the Boomtown reconstruction efforts. With your help, we've caused some serious problems for Paragon City. The arms shipments you helped through flooded Paragon City with more weapons than the criminals know what to do with. When you destroyed the Boomtown reconstruction supplies, it put a serious strain on Paragon's resources. Now we want to hurt the pride which Paragon City has in its heroes. Go to Steel Canyon and destroy some of their precious hero statues. Kind of a dick move, but all right. I mean, I am kind of a dick, so, you know. I assume I'm going to be jumping around again in another instanced bit of cityscape in Independence Port by Arachnos operative, taken to the section of Steel Canyon by truck, find and destroy the hero statues. Where you going, lady? It's not like I'm a serial killer or anything. Oh, whoops. I have 2 statues to destroy. Is that one of them? That looks like a statue. It looks like it's glowing. Over there, attack. You're a little bit slow on the pulling the trigger there, Ace. Because like that, I'm gone. That should be the other one. It is. That was a quickie. That may be the fastest mission I've ever done in this game. Ever. And 2000 XP. Perfect. Those monuments to those so-called heroes are where they should be. In dust and rubble. That seems so small. Where's Willie Wheeler? Let's talk to Willie. Willie Wheeler won't go home. You can't make Willie go, Willie won't go. Sorry, that's a really old musical reference for the old guy. Willie? You heard of me. I mean, of course you have. Willie Dealer Wheeler, that's me. You want to hit the big time? I can get you there. You need something dealt with? Just call the dealer. That's what they say. No, really. There's a sucker born every minute. Hey, Red Rain Reaper. Ooh, Red Rain Ripper? That was dangerous. Got a hot job for you. It seems though someone in Arachnos crossed this guy I know, and he wants revenge. What I need you to do is plant these bombs within an Arachnos base. It'll send them a message they won't forget. I'm going to plant bombs in an Arachnos base. What could possibly go wrong? Boing. Boing. Boing, as in a rubber bandy kind of sound, not as in the airplanes. The footsteps of Arachnos guards echo through the halls of the base. I'm sure they do. Bug boy's running away. Ooh, a blood widow. Now we're talking. She and I would get along great. She can flip over and do an attack too. I like her. Spin to win. All right. 5 bombs. 5? Isn't that a little bit of overkill? I mean, 5 bombs seems like a lot of bombs. Perhaps even an egregiously large number of bombs. I have to take a quick knee because the Blood Widows hit pretty hard. In the upcoming patch, the Night Widows are getting Assassin Strike you can use against you, but I think high level. That would be bad. I think I've got something similar to the Assassin Strike on the Stealthy class. I can't remember, the Stalkers, I think. That hits really hard. Yeah, I've got. For a long time, he was my highest level character. Was a Stalker. He's named the big stick because he walks quietly and carries a really, really big stick. Night Widow's already super sneaky, and they have the blind grenade, yeah. It's easy to miss the elevators in arachno spaces. Well, we've got our second bomb up ahead. That's 2 out of 5. I think I hear another. I do. Yeah, good. Knock her down. Take her a second to get up from that. Cost her an attack. Cost her more than an attack. It'll cost her everything she ever was and ever would have been. Okay, there it is. 3 down. Oh. Hi! I'm sorry, I didn't see you there, or I would have certainly paid full attention to you at the time. I was just planting a bomb. Well, it needn't be a big boom. It could very well be 5 medium-sized booms. I'm not sure what the exchange rate is on a boom. But yes, it could definitely be a big boom. Oh, oof. A Moo Adept and a Moo Stalker, or Mew. I'm going to go ahead and just... Oh, that went pretty well. Sure. Oh, running away didn't work that time. What a shame. Slash, slash, slash. Ooh, I'm getting close to my level. Hey, why don't y'all catch a break? Oh, he's running. I hear another thrumming. That's 4 and 5. Look at that. I'm certainly rooting for the big boom, but, you know, 5 medium-sized booms, that's pretty good, too. And the level up, that's the big boom. Ha, 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 ha. I kid, of course. The explosion. And that's level 20. All right, Willie. Gotta talk to Willie. I'm sure Arachnos won't mind me blowing up their building. Carving up their soldiers. Arachnos is known for being very forgiving, particularly Lord Recluse. It's just made up stuff. He's a hero to me and a villain with a heart of broken glass. Wow, that blew up good. Stick with Willie Wheeler and we'll go far. You're okay by me, Red Rain Ripper. Here, take my number. Need some enhancements, buddy? Got him. You know about those creepy Circle of Thorns? Oh, I hate the Circle of Thorns bases. Well, I got a job for destroying one of those altars they dance around. I guess they snatched the wrong person and someone wants them to make them pay. Here's the place where the circles hold up. Go into the caves and destroy the altar of Drizgor. We do this, and my source promises a big payoff down the line. All right. But first, I've got something else needs doing. Wrong thing. Right thing. Oh, how convenient. Bonk. Back to Mercy. The neighbors might be the only ones who are left to complain about the explosion and the mess and the smell. But, you know, I don't think there's a whole lot of sort of civic complaints in the Rogue Isles. Let's see. Let's upgrade it. Wait. 80% should give me a 22. Yeah, okay, good. Gleep. Probably that one. 85%. Success. Nothing succeeds like excess. Sorry, nothing succeeds like success. I always get those two confused. Yeah, it's familiar. I like to log in and log out at the starting areas, either Atlas Park or Mercy. I like to browse. I like the feeling when I log in, seeing players around. When I'm logging out, seeing players around, seeing if there's anything cool or interesting happening. Any nice-looking, particularly nice-looking characters. Maybe browse names. Mad Hatter Chaos. You could have put spaces in there, dear. So that's normally why I come back. Also, it's easy access, so I don't forget to the pay-to-win field agent to make sure I've got my XP buff before I call it an evening. Because calling it an evening is what I'm going to do. I expect I'll be back tomorrow, but I might take the day off. I'm going to be on sort of a day-by-day basis, I think, for the next few days, as to whether I'm going to take a day or when I'm going to take a day off. So, if I'm back tomorrow, it'll be at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe. And if I'm not, I'll be back on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe. Pretty much always right around 5 p.m., 8 p.m. Pacific. I'm sorry, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe. Thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate it. A little poke and hint here as well. We're very welcome. Thank you. So, back in the next day or two, at the usual time, I will throw up the information on the Discord when I make up my tiny little mind. I want to thank you guys very, very much for hanging out. As always, I really do appreciate it. I know all of us streamers say it, and I can tell you from personal experience, it turns out we actually mean it. It does matter. So, thanks again. I hope the rest of your Monday night goes great, and as always, again, just in case you missed it last night, I like to send you guys off in the beginning of a week with an achievable goal, so I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. I'll be back tomorrow, or possibly Wednesday, at the usual time. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.